Right everyone, keeping up the Exile, just disinfecting in and doing out all the drinkers, feeders and everything, getting ready to exile all of them. Got to keep it up because coming into the winter now, where all the birds through the summer, the mites would live in the wood. So coming into the winter, the mites go from the wood and they start to hibernate on the chicken. So it's good to do them just before coming into winter with Exile again, treating for that, get all the mites and everything off your birds. So very important to Exile them this time of the year. Also keeping all your drinkers and feeders all sterilised and done. That way you get no germs or anything spreading. Or no diseases. Slows down through the winter, but just to keep on top of the things.
But I suppose it's where their body eats up, Mike, and they come out of the woodwork, and the warmest place is the warm blood in the birds, and that's why your birds go pale start losing weight dramatically, don't they?
If people check their birds through the summer, you can hardly see red mite on your birds. If you've got a real bad infestation, you see them, but they lay in the wood. So through the summer they lay in the wood, but over winter, when they need to warm up, they stay on the birds. So if you check your birds over this time of the year, you'll see if you've got any mites or not. They'll be all on the birds.
What brings them in, Mike?
They come off the wild birds. So if you've got your pens and you see like pigeons or anything like that coming around your birds, they're the ones that spread.
Bringing in the red mite.
Red mite.
I suppose the way they survive is like with dust baths and getting in an old puddle or something. You see them doing that, but when your birds are in there, they obviously they're more perceptive of catching this mite.
And it does good to do all your feeders out, stuff like that, because like I said, when you see like green or you get the algae in your waterers and stuff, that's what causes worms and stuff in chicken.
I see a couple of boys was complaining about they didn't know what it was, foulpox. To me it looked like foulpox.
Once they catch foulpox, you can never get rid of it. Always lives in the birds, lays dormant in them. They can get over it, get over foulpox, but they're always carrying.
Be a carrier,
Always be a carrier of foulpox.
And also, what they don't realise is having mud in their pen.
They call that mud fever.
Yeah.
So when people go feeding their birds, chuck their corn in the mud, chicken eat more mud than
and they prefer it.
Yeah.
And they get so it's like a mental state.
They rather eat the mud than
they rather eat the mud than taking the. I've seen it on a fella on another channel in America. The bird was tipping water onto the soil out of his beak to eat the mud.
And that's why people, when they keep the birds on in that sort of condition, they could be feeding them heaps of corn, and the birds just keep losing weight.
Because their crops are packed with mud.
But first of all, we're starting off with this, and then I'll get the Exile out. And Exile all of them out and do.
When do you start sheeting up the front of the pens?
As this coming into winter now, I will start sheeting them up.
It's a first frost, really.
Yeah.
When you start seeing the first frost, sheet the front of the runs up. All the stag boxes.
Yeah, you've got to get them a bit of frost will go straight through the pen. That's when it gets them. A bit of a breaker in front, stop the old frost going in on them. That does them good. And if you use a bit different food as well from in the winter.
Got to change the diet up, haven't you?
Change the diet
for the winter.
I'll do a video later on what I feed mine through the winter. Show people what they.
Do you use aniseed?
I use cayenne pepper. I find is the best stuff.
That's the best stuff. It helps worming and the mites also, doesn't it?
Yeah, garlic, cayenne pepper, Really does help your birds. Take me a little while to do all these. We'll probably cut the video and then later I'll get the Exile and we'll go through all the birds' Exile on them. Yeah, and we'll come back then.
And Al, before we go,
Yeah.
tell everybody how quick Exile starts to work.
Within hours. As soon as it's in their bloodstream, it starts killing the mites. Yeah, best stuff you can use.
So virtually straight away.
Straight away, it'll start killing off the mites. 7 days later, you give them another course of it to kill the eggs and whatever.
And that will take them through the winter now.
Yeah.
And then start exiling about
breeding time.
That breeding time, yeah?
Go again, breeding time.
Right, should we cut this one off now?
Yeah, and then we'll rejoin.
We'll rejoin it in a minute once all these
drinkers have been
washed and disinfected out. Yeah, we'll go again.
Yeah.
Right, we're signing off, boys.
Right, so all our bowls and everything sterilised and done. Fill up our water. Got our new bottle of 10ml Exile. So that should treat, there's about, I should imagine about 40 birds here and there, 40 or 50.
Got to be.
That'll treat a lot of them. 2 litre jug, and then I've got the 1ml syringe.
So that's 2ml of that.
No, 1ml.
1ml.
1ml to 2 litres. That's the measurements you got to do. It's like a consistency is like an oil type. Then this 2 litres are put into about 3 different jugs. Enough for them to drink and get into their system. Stir up. Put the lid back on that. Very expensive stuff. Then I put the Exile into there. Don't go all the way up to the top on the spiny. So a jug does 3 of these. To the birds, I took all these out yesterday.
What, the drinking?
All the drinkers.
Yeah, so they get a good first.
So as soon as you put it in, they should be straight up to it, drinking the Exzolt.
And are they drinking it straight away?
Straight to it, yeah. All the birds are straight to it, drinking it.
Show everybody.
That's it, yeah. Then one, and it's done, then with the third. Even though your birds look in good condition, well, that stag there is in very good condition, but keep it topped up. The Exile is very, very important. Especially when you get birds from abroad. A lot of the breeders over there, because it's quite expensive. I think the litre bottles go up to 3,000 now. 3,000. So not a lot of people pay the money to get all their birds in. in good condition. So getting them from abroad and stuff is always good, just to
Well, you could infect your own stock by bringing in new stock.
That's it, yeah.
But not a lot of people can afford that, they might, can they?
It's very, very expensive. A lot of people go for the cheaper options like the ivermectin, like the powders and stuff. But what happens is they spend, in the long run, they spend just as much, if not more, on that cheap stuff, when that there lasts up to 6 months, and then once you do it, your birds are covered from any mites, any parasites, even inside them as well, like any worms or parasites living in them. Exzolt kills.
So how long is it good for in liquid form, like you're doing it in with the water now?
That bottle there.
No, not the bottle, the water. What you're?
Oh, a day.
A day. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why put enough for them to drink and get it into their system, because after a day or maybe two, it starts losing its
Potency.
So you've got to make sure they get it in their system. Yeah, I bought a lot more the other day of this Exzolt just to last me through the breeding season.
So when do you start your breeding season and when do you finish?
I think the best time to start, if you can get them in as early as possible, like January, February will be ideal, if you can get them in that early. And then you want to breed up to about June, no later than June really. But it doesn't matter with these bigger birds, because you can breed them late and keep them under lamps and stuff. But I always find the earlier you breed them, the better. I think the perfect time is April, May. That's the perfect time for your chicks. But like I said, with these birds
Or even,
here,
like you said, if you're using incubators, surely you can start in January, February time.
Yeah.
As soon as you get the eggs.
as soon as you get the eggs, you can put them in.
And if
Keep
your
them under
bird's in
the
good
bulbs.
condition and you know, staying warm, good dry bedding, they should start laying around about that time.
Well, that's why I use cayenne pepper, because that's a key thing for when in the cold weather's about. Cayenne pepper warms them up enough inside. That's why they start laying eggs early. So that's another tip for breeders. Cayenne pepper, if they want to breed them earlier in the year, give to the ends. Very healthy for them anyway. Does them real good, but they can start laying earlier and mix it in with them in their food.
And is there any particular stags you've got here now which is standing out to you from this year?
The blacks. My favourite is the black ones I bred. There's a very good stag in there. He's one I bred earlier in the year. One of the first to hatch. And he's shown a lot of potential. He looks very, very nice. But even the younger ones, I think the trick to it is not judging them too early. You just got to let them develop, let them come on, because they all develop at different stages at different times, especially if they've been bred through the year. So you just got to leave them and not make a decision until they're fully developed and done. That's the key to it. That's another stag, I haven't really shown him. bred him late in the year. One of the last ones I bred. He's bred out of the ginger stag from Chris O. In fact, one of my own bred pullets.
He's nice.
But just coming through now with all his colours and everything. Still very young. But a lovely stag. That's why you can't really make a decision on them when they're too early. I got that stag a few weeks ago. You wouldn't really recognise him, you'd look over him. But now he's starting to come on real nice.
And are you bringing in anything different at all before Christmas?
Yeah, hopefully I'll do a video next week on them. I've got some Yamatos coming.
Yeah.
Yamato Gunkais.
And what colour would they be?
There's, if I remember correctly, there's black reds, blue reds, and whites.
Oh, nice.
Some real nice birds. Bred by one of the best breeders in Germany, I would say. Thomas Bjorkai. That's where I get all them sort of birds from, because I believe he's got the best strain in Germany. Some very good birds. But yeah, with the others I got Co Shamos. I've got a guy in Germany again saving them for me. It's just I've got to get the transport because they're right up by Czech Republic. So I've got to get a transport, bring them back a bit closer this side to Germany, so now I can get my driver to go and pick them up. But some real nice birds there. I mentioned before the Chibis, what I want to get. They're in Poland. These ones are coming over very soon. Is the Yamatos, hopefully by next week. And then I was looking to get some more Chew Shamos from Italy. Posted them up last year. I had a very good pair from Italy. So that's what I'm looking to get, because I had some eggs from Japan. Beginning of the year, actually got some chicks from Japan. So I want a Chew Shamo to cross back into that line. So if I can have like a few birds in each breed of a Shamo, like them Yakodus I got the other day. I'm keeping them back. I'll keep some of these Yamatos back, Co's and everything like that, and I'm just going to build up a lot of different breeds. Keep them all pure. I don't really like crossing them. I'll be keeping all of them pure, but getting a lot of different breeds.
Yeah, you don't like no crossbred stuff.
No, I like them pure, personally. Anything's pure, I can take more interest in them than the crossbred stuff. See, these are the ones I had from Belgium, these Yakodus. I haven't Exzolt them yet, but now they're going to be Exzolt and done. I think they'll come on real nice. Still only a young bird. Yeah, so that's it. Let's finish off these last few pens and stuff of Exile. I'll do a video next week on the new ones I've got coming over, and everything I get through the year. I should imagine I'm getting a lot more birds this time, Christmas and stuff like that, so I'll be posting them every week on the YouTube channel.
And how's the posting going on Game Birds UK?
Game Birds UK there, so for the people on the Facebook group, that's going really well. That's over 54,000, come up 55,000 members. So yeah, everybody's free to post. There's some very nice birds. I think the birds in the UK are coming on a lot better than I've seen over the last few years. I think they're getting as good as any other country for having game chicken. Good as Belgium, better than France. A lot of people in France, they have like mixed breed birds and stuff like that. But England's getting up there for having the best, I think, in my personal opinion. With all these imports There's a lot of fellas I know, they've been going to Thailand, bringing back the eggs. Another fellow went to Sri Lanka, got all the parrot beaks. So I would say the UK at the minute is
leading the way.
Leading the way. That's my personal opinion.
You are helping out with that though, aren't you, Mike?
Well, like I said, a few years ago, before I was importing anything, like I was looking on there the other day, the black Koshamos. Well, 3 years ago, you couldn't get them. You couldn't get a black Koshamo.
Yeah.
But now, I've seen, must have been 10 different fellas posting on Facebook with them.
Yeah, but you were the first to bring them over though, Mike.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. If it wasn't for me getting them, I don't think they would be in this country.
I mean, you was the first one to bring over, what, you must have had like 50,
60 pairs, yeah.
50, 60 pair.
Yeah.
And with the other boys, they're dedicated to it as well. They bred some nice ones. And they took it from there, didn't they? Once they was in England.
Yeah, that's what it needed. It just needed someone to bring them over.
Somebody to
like,
bring them over.
Same with the Oshamos. For a while, the quality of Oshamo was rubbish, basically. But until I went to Germany and got the black ones back, stuff like that, I sold a couple to some of me mates, and they let their mates have them. And now they're winning everything in the shows.
Yeah.
And everything like that, so it was just took that one thing to like them chibis, they're another thing, not in the UK yet, until I get them over, and I suppose let a few mates and stuff have them, there'd be another thing to really take off. Same with the Yamatos, that is very, very rare. A year ago there was a few people that's got them. So yeah, it's just all about bringing in the quality birds and holding on to them, breeding them. And yeah, bringing them on in the UK. But at the minute, I say everybody's doing a good job of it. And I say England's leading the way for game chicken at the minute.
Well,
them in Germany, obviously the Germans, they do have a lot of good stuff. But England's right up there, I think. In Belgium, I say there's only might be 1 or 2 good breeders in Belgium. Italy's got some good chicken. They're mainly into their smaller, like chew shamos and stuff. But yeah, they're all coming on very, very good. Right, that's the last one to do. Yeah, well, that'll be the video for today then. I'll do another video with these new birds coming over. If everybody can like and subscribe to the channel, it'll be much appreciated.
and keep posting, I say.
And keep posting. Everybody on the YouTube channel, head over to the Facebook group and post all their birds.
Yep.
Cheers, everyone.